Hey y'all, what's good beautiful people? It's your girl Tay and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. So first things first, you guys, because I'm really excited, I just literally started my account with Teespring and have created a merchandise website for you guys to go to. I wouldn't say a lot of you guys, but a couple of you guys have been asking me about t-shirts with my saying on it. So I do have a t-shirt on there that says Live, Love, Elevate, and I'm going to be releasing a new design to that really soon. And then I also have this t-shirt which you can get, as well as some coffee mugs. So I have coffee mugs and I also have hoodies too. Now I know it's too hot for that, so y'all can save that for when it gets a little bit more cooler. But this is my other design. I wanted to try it on so you guys can see how it fit. This is actually a 2X and I've got a lot of space. I mean, I've got a lot of space down here, but I like my shirts to fit me loose. I just like my shirts. I don't like nothing tugging and hugging and pulling on me, okay? But I like it. It says sunflowers and honey. So I'm just going to show you guys just a little bit so you guys can see I got plenty of space. All right. Okay, so jumping right into things. So I did get a chance to take a look at emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of September. There's only one more state that has been added, just one more state. So I'm going to go over all of the names of the states that have currently been approved a little bit later on in the video, but I'm only going to give you the payout date for the extra edition, and I'm going to tell you the name of that state too. Okay, so jumping right into it, let me go to my page. So the first thing that I saw, Sires is a person. He has created a bipartisan bill that aims to aid seniors and disabled during disasters and emergencies. Now, I did slightly mention this yesterday to you guys in my live, which, by the way, I truly appreciate you guys. I had a lot of fun, you know what I mean, just sitting and talking to you guys and actually being able to be myself. I'm not going to say I'm not myself in these videos, but it's a little bit more difficult to really let my full personality shine, only because I'm not actually interacting with anybody. I'm simply just recording, so I'm basically just talking to myself, right? But in a live video, I actually got a chance to talk to you guys and hear about you guys and what's going on in you guys' life and with me. So you got a chance to see me in my comfort zone as well, if that makes any sense. So I really want to say again, I appreciate all of you guys who actually stopped by to say hey. But okay. Washington last week, Congressman Albio, y'all know I'm bad with names, Albio Sires, I think he's from New Jersey, represents New Jersey. There's quite a few people here. I'm not going to read everybody, but they introduced the Real Emergency Access for Aging and Disability Inclusion. It's called the READDI for Disasters Act, REAADI for Disasters Act, just in case you guys want to look it up. Senator Bob Casey of Pennsylvania introduced companion legislation in the Senate as climate scientists forecast worsening climate change outcomes, and amid the ongoing pandemic, the bipartisan legislation will support seniors and persons with disabilities before, during, and after disasters and emergencies. Okay, Congressman Sires is a senior member of the House of Representatives Committee on the Transportation and Infrastructure. Okay, so he says people with disabilities and seniors face unique challenges during natural disasters and other emergencies. Okay, I'm proud to work with Senator Casey, who's the representative, I don't know what that says, but Senator Casey, Representative Smith, and Panetta to introduce this crucial, what's going on with my brain, y'all? This critical legislation, which will ensure that the needs of the people with disabilities and seniors are accounted for before, during, and after extreme events. As natural disasters and extreme climate events become more frequent, ensuring the safety of people with disabilities during emergencies must be a forethought, not an afterthought. I'm proud to join my colleagues in the House and Senate to introduce this critical legislation, which will make sure the unique needs of older Americans and people and disabilities are accounted for during the planning, response, and recovery phases of emergencies and disasters. Okay, so him and a couple more of his colleagues are definitely speaking out a lot more in this article. They've taken a lot of their their conversation and put it in here to really go into and explain and elaborate on just how much they think that this is necessary for America. It says the Ready for Disasters Act would ensure that older adults and people with disabilities are involved in the preparation, response, recovery, and mitigation of disasters. It would establish a network of centers focused on technical assistance, training, and research to assist state and local governments, launch a competitive grant program to pilot strategies that promote greater inclusion of these populations in disaster management, and expand the National Advisory Committee and individuals with disabilities and disasters to better reflect the diverse characteristics of the disability community. The Ready for Disasters Act would also require the Department of Justice and Government Accountability Office to review the extent to which the civil rights of these populations are upheld during disasters and whether federal agencies have spent relief funds in accordance with the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 and the Americans with Disability Act. Okay, so I think that all of that is flat out great. Now, I know I said some stuff yesterday that might seem conflicting to that. I still stand by my position. I am not a politician. I have never claimed to be a politician. I don't follow politics. I'm not really into politics. What I am for is justice and fairness and freedom and all of those things included in just our basic human rights for everybody as a whole, okay? But I do think we have to see, and I say this, it's a lot to talk. It's something to talk. It's good that they're getting it out there, but I definitely want to see what the outcome of this, what is it called, the Ready for Disasters Act. I really want to see them implement this, and I'm going to do my best to try to follow up on it myself, just to see if I can get some more information as this unfolds. But I definitely think that they are going in the right direction, you know what I mean, with just a few things that were mentioned here in this article in terms of how they want to be more prepared before, during, and after emergencies. And when they're talking about emergencies, they're talking about literally what's going on right now, like the pandemic. And now there's a lot of you guys on here that are in that category, that fit that category, that are either a senior citizen or you are actually a disabled person, and you feel quite left out of a lot of things, not just resources, but just in general. Who's looking out for you guys? You know what I mean? So I'm really hoping that they step up to be more of an advocate for that population of people, because it is necessary. All right. So, trying to figure out where this is at. I've got some, okay, so I think this is for DC. Okay, so we've got some grants available for low-income families to help you guys pay your energy bills. The Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, I've spoke about this to you guys before. I want to say almost every state has some type of low-income home energy assistance program. It's either called LIHEAP or it's called HEAP, okay? But every state, I want to say, I looked it up, pretty much has one of these programs available. You just have to contact whatever governing body is responsible for this so that you can submit an application and get assistance with your emergency bills. Now, some of them, because of the pandemic, has kind of lumped in or joined forces with the rental relief resource programs as well. So you're able to get rental relief resource financial aid, as well as assistance in paying your utility bills. All right. So I really think you guys should look into it. If you're struggling, if you need some assistance, all you have to do is put in what do they call that, utility bill assistance into your search engine, whichever search engine you use on your cell phone, your laptop, your tablet, your desktop, okay, and some information should come up. I will do my best. I try to sprinkle it in here and there, but it's just, you know, it's a lot of information to kind of get, but I'll try to see if I can do, I'm not going to make any promises, but I want to say, because I'm still working on doing the pandemic EBT for the summertime video, maybe I can get some information together and kind of print it out the same way and just kind of go through the states and then try to help point you guys in the right direction. All right. But it says applications are now available after the Louisiana, so actually this is in Louisiana, the Louisiana Housing Corporation Board of Directors unanimously approved a resolution to adopt the 2022 LIHEAP grant. Is federally funded and helps low-income households with their home energy bills. Louisiana, along with the other 49 states, the District of Columbia, numerous tribes and territories participate in the LIHEAP program. I just said that, by submitting an annual application to the Secretary of HHS, okay? The amount awarded to families is determined by the household income as well as other eligibility requirements, and the availability of LIHEAP is not guaranteed. So I want to say that right now, I don't want to say they have an overabundance of funds, but I do know that there has been, even when it comes to rental resource and relief programs, there's a lot of articles that have ran across my devices saying that not a lot of people have gotten payouts. Some of that is due to the actual program itself. They're having some issues distributing those funds. It's a very complicated process to get the applications. I don't know what's going on their end. All I know is that it's a little bit more complicated than they're making it out to seem. And I know some of you guys have said it's complicated. I've even had some landlords say that they don't even want to be bothered with it because it's not as simple as filling out an application, providing your information, and you get paid. It's like a whole process. And I would guess that maybe some of that is to cut down on fraud, because there's a lot of people trying to scam and get money in situations where they don't really need it. But in a lot of these rental assistance programs, they're paying the money directly to the landlord. They're not giving it to the tenant. So I can't see how that would be an issue. I think that they need to do some more cleaning up on their side to make it a more I wouldn't say simple process, but make it a more quick process so that people can get the relief they need, the landlords can get the relief that they need, and people will not be evicted because they're still waiting on financial resources, right? However, in this article, they're saying that it's basically just not a guarantee that the funds will be available. I still think that there's quite a bit of money available, especially with all the additional funds that have been allocated to state and local companies, state and local governments, I'm sorry. So I don't want you guys to get discouraged by that. Definitely check into that as soon as you can, all right? The amount awarded, blah, blah, blah. I think I just read that. Applicants must have an active heating/cooling utility account, and they may only receive one LIHEAP benefit each season. So you can only apply once per season. You can't go back every month, all right? Heating, it says here, heating is from November 15th through March 15th. They're giving you the dates, I guess, of the seasons. Cooling from April 1st to September 30th. And crisis, I don't really know what that pertains to, but crisis is from October 1st to September, all right? There is no website here. Let me see here. Let me see if I can dig a little bit deeper for y'all, see if there is a website. Most likely they didn't provide it on here. It says click here to apply. Where is this taking me? Okay, so the link that's on this article took me to Louisiana Housing Corporation. I'm gonna see if there's some way somehow that I can look this up and then just kind of put the link in the description box of this video. Okay, I'm gonna see, because this isn't a website that I'm on. This is an app that I'm using a lot of the times for my notifications and stuff like that. But it does give you a lot more information. Everything that I just read out to you guys is also on this website. If you are looking for these benefits in Louisiana, everything is on here. For household, I'm going to give you a little bit of household income limits. So for household members, 1 household member all the way up to 10 household members, you have to have a household income limit for one person of $2,066, and then the highest you can go for a household of 10 is $5,722. Now, of course, there's more numbers in between, but I'm not going to read all of that out to you guys. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can find a link and then just put that in the description box for you guys. So don't forget to check the description box just to see, because sometimes I do leave the information that I go over in my videos in there so that you guys can kind of follow up and go over there and read, and you may get a little bit more clarity or a little bit more information than I gave out in my video. Okay, all right, well, that is pretty much it for that. The last thing, of course, that I wanted to go over with you guys is the emergency maximum. Wait a minute, hold up. Just as we're talking, I see something about California Golden State stimulus check. So I did go over the Golden State stimulus situation yesterday with you guys, and I know there was one person that actually commented at the bottom of that video saying that they received their Golden State stimulus yesterday. So like I said, you guys, I wasn't actually sure. They did say that they were going to be sending out the Golden State stimulus by the end of the month. So at least some people are getting it. So I would say just start checking your mailboxes. However, if you don't receive your check by the end of August, I still think that you guys should hold off until calling until at least the middle of September. Give them at least until the middle of September. They said they're going to do it in 2-week increments. So after they start submitting or sending out whatever they're going to send out this week, then they're most likely not going to be doing it again until the 2nd week of September. Okay, so just my opinion on that. No need to get all the way back into this, but let's jump into emergency SNAP. Like I said, there was only one more state that had been added, so I'm going to give you the payout information for that. But if you guys need the payout information for the other states, that was in my video from yesterday. So as of today, Thursday, the 26th of August, the states that have currently been approved are Colorado, Kansas, Michigan, New Hampshire, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. So let me look at Colorado because that's the only one that has been added for the payout information. Okay, so for Colorado, they will be issuing these benefits from September 7th all the way to September 11th. Okay, so for Colorado, September 7th all the way to September 11th. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been asking, you're a little bit confused again when it comes to California, and that's because California is one of those states that pays a month behind. So we already received our July benefits this month. We won't be receiving our August benefits until September, which most likely means that we won't be receiving our September benefits until October. Now, as of yet, we have not been approved for September benefits, but there should be no missed months because we literally receive a disbursement every single month. Okay, it's just a month behind. So for those of you guys who are asking about August, we haven't received those benefits yet. We're due to receive those according to the USDA website September 4th. Some of you guys says it always pays out on a Sunday, so it could be September the 5th. But yeah, I just want to double check my list right here just to make sure that there are no states that, oh, actually Washington. I don't have Washington written down on here, so glad I looked. Let me look at Washington to see what it says real quick. Washington, September. Open. Okay, so for Washington, it says emergency allotment benefits are anticipated to be issued with the regular issuance schedule. So no set date. I believe Washington has been pretty consistent with that. They usually give those benefits out with your regular issuance. So just be paying attention whenever you get your normal monthly benefits for SNAP. You should get your extra allotments with that as well. Okay, but on that note, you guys, as always, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful. Hold up, I got to interrupt my my little outro because my throat was getting real dry. But anyways, you guys, as always, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful. I really enjoy you guys. I have to say that again. You guys know I just absolutely adore doing this. You know what I mean? This is really important to me. So important that I had to even sit down with my family, and I mean my children, to ask them how they feel about it, because this is something that I'm going to pursue. And the reality is that me putting myself out there like this is going to affect them some way, somehow in the near future. So with that being said, you guys, I hope that you really truly see the dedication that I have to this channel, to you guys, and how dedicated I'm going to remain regardless of what's going on in my life. So on that note, you guys, I'm going to say, because I'm getting hot, it's not as hot as I thought it was going to be, but it's about 96 degrees out here where I'm at, and I'm hot, I'm burning, y'all. So I'm going to say, stay safe, stay cool, remember to hydrate, remember to social distance, definitely wear your mask, wash your daggone hands, okay? And on that note, I'm going to say, remember to live, love, definitely elevate, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace, beautiful people.